Right. Hello, and welcome to Stasis Pod, the Transformers Rescue Bots podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
Changes. I wish I could remember songs better. Something about the world? I don't know. I don't know lyrics.
Oh no, is this going to be a very special episode?
Turn and face the strange, David, because today's episode is Changes. First aired June 28th, 2014. Written by frequent series writer and, I believe, showrunner Nicole Dubik. Last seen writing Buddy System. The one in which there were snakes.
Yes.
Oh.
For reasons.
Yes.
Oh no, is this an episode? So it's one of the, main writers. So does that mean it's, a big, important, pivotal, meta plot episode where, for instance, Cody begins puberty?
No, although I think definitely in the next season you can kind of hear it in the voice actor.
Aww.
Cracking a little.
Remember
this
when that
is
happened?
one of the rare shows where they used an actual young boy instead of an adult Canadian woman to voice a child.
No Saffron Henderson.
That's a good idea at the beginning, but the fact that this show has gone so many seasons, maybe in retrospect?
Of course they do stick with the same actor, unlike the show Arthur, which just has I think they just introduced a podcast about how there are, 17 different Arthurs over the years.
Wow.
What? They keep going through them, and that show's been on forever.
But they don't do like they did in Adventure Time, where they actually just let Finn get older as it progresses.
Well, no, because that show's been on for 25 years. Arthur would be 40 now.
Yeah, it would be about his kid.
Well, not to mention, there's also his sister D.W., who also was voiced by a series of young boys.
Young boys or young girls?
Young boys.
Wow.
All
okay.
Yes.
Why? Okay.
I do like some Saffron Henderson, though.
I was thinking Tara Strong myself. Is it Tara or Tara?
I've been hitting up that Toonami aftermath, getting little Goku and then Gohan. I guess because you were talking, David, very, very brief side thing, about Goku being voiced in Dragon Ball Z by a woman because he had started out as a child and they kept the casting. Whereas I do kind
Japan,
of prefer the American way of just casting his child voice as his kid, as his son.
Yeah, that's I don't understand why they never did that, because when they age up Goku to adult, you have Gohan right there. Why not just make the shift?
Yeah,
instead you have this now elderly woman voicing Goku, still sounding like a small child Goku, and screams really...
This sounds delightful, and I need to track it down.
Kind of can't stand Dragon Ball in Japanese. I think they have the same voice actor for Krillin, but it works better.
I guess it's more of a thing.
He was kind of a little shit to begin with.
Seems like more of a thing now, though. Krillin is always the best little shit. More of a thing now to have kids actually voiced by kids versus, I feel like it was a very 90s thing to have... Because, wasn't Daniel voiced by a kid?
Yes. In fact, I recently watched the live-action movie he's in with Sylvester Stallone, Over the Top, in which Stallone is his father and plays a trucker who is also a professional arm wrestler.
Oh, man. This sounds a little bit over the top.
It is amazing. It's just him going to a series of truck stops, and there's a big arm wrestling tournament.
Oh, man. As they have at truck stops.
It is dumb.
Definitely stopped at truck stops, and there were always arm wrestling tournaments going on.
There's also a Sammy Hagar theme song.
Oh, man.
That sounds good. Anyway, last digression before we get back to the episode.
Yes.
Japan really voice actors, some of them have really lucked out about getting stuck with characters like that. Like, the voice of Jigen from Lupin the Third has been the same guy for decades, but recently retired. Mm-hmm. Because he's getting really old. And actually, it's rare, like, more often, like, the voice of Doraemon, the big cat from the future with no ears and a pocket, and helps a small child.
As you do.
They had to finally replace her voice, the voice actress of him, whatever Doraemon is, I don't know its gender. Because the voice actress was, like, starting to get dementia or something.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Like, she's been doing that voice for decades, like... I mean, having a steady job is good, but there's something to be said for replacing voice actors. Like, eventually we're gonna have to face this with Peter Cullen. Eventually Peter Cullen is gonna go away.
Well, I mean, they've replaced him a couple of times with his non-union, Canadian equivalent.
Yeah.
And it hasn't gone so great.
No.
I mean, unless we're talking about Gary Chalk, in which case...
Yes, Gary Chalk.
That was
Gary
fine.
Chalk's fine.
I'm thinking
Netflix
of the guy from Netflix. Autobots, I am taking a momentous dump.
I think we had a replacement in some of the video games that wasn't Cullen.
Yeah, I think maybe the Armada video game, or...
Well, Armada would have been Gary Chalk anyway.
I don't know that it had the cartoon voice actors, though.
Oh.
I think it was Australians,
but I mean, rather than being a replacement for Peter Cullen, it would have been a replacement for Gary Chalk.
Well, I guess there was, what's his name? Neil Kaplan, who I thought was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can get other professional voice actors to replace Cullens someday.
I mean, just get guys who aren't just doing a bad Cullen impression.
Yeah.
Anyway, so...
At least do a bad John Wayne impression. Anyway, this episode.
Yes. So, we,
Optimus Prime gave them this mission. Learn from the humans, serve and protect. Live in their world, earn their respect. Family of heroes will be your allies. Go to the rescue. Heroes indeed. Rescue by going to the rescue.
we begin with Chase using he's quizzing Boulder and Blades on some hypothetical situations they might encounter. However, it appears that the book he's getting this from is a titch out of date, as it involves a runaway horse carriage.
And notifying the sheriff about the runaway horse carriage.
Yes.
Which, I mean, you do have sheriffs, but usually that's not the first one you think to call about a runaway horse carriage.
And we're reasonably sure that Griffin Rock doesn't have a sheriff, as it appears to have 2 police officers.
Yeah, shit, yes. Like, it's in Maine. When would it actually ever have had a sheriff?
Now I'm having some questions about whether, like, how county jurisdictions work in an island situation like that. Like, is it its own county? Because the sheriff is usually, like, I live in a fairly sparsely populated county, and the town has the town police, but the county has the county sheriff. So, is Griffin Rock its own county? Or, I don't know. Like, when you have an island like that, is the island usually its own jurisdiction? Or is it usually part of some county that's, like, on the mainland?
Well, right now I'm looking up Martha's Vineyard, and
that's a good example.
Like it is it's almost all islands. It's just that county.
Okay.
Dukes County, because I guess it was founded by those guys from Trading Places.
Oh. So yeah, Griffin Rock is probably its own, like, Griffin Rock County.
Griffin County.
Yes, maybe Griffin County.
So he's doing this. This is annoying Heatwave, who's trying to do serious practice. Very serious. And soon, speaking of Peter Cullen, they get a call from Optimus Prime.
Oh my god! Everybody geek out.
And I have a mission, but just for you, Heatwave. You have to come to the mainland.
Just for him.
That's right.
Oh, it's great.
You
When
others
Peter
can
Cullen
go
tells
pound
you-
sand.
When Peter Cullen tells you he has a mission for you, you are gonna go on that mission. It's gonna change your life.
So yeah, he's reluctant to go, of course, because, this is his team and he doesn't want to go without him, even though it pains him to say so.
And he did have his moment in maturity back in the mid-season episode, where Optimus Prime offered him and he said, no, this is my team and I need to stay with them.
And it's continuity time, everybody. Because remember the episode Tip of the Iceberg, in which they found that abandoned ship embedded in a big chunk of ice, and it contained a portrait of the Burns, or of the Chief's grandfather, Zachary Burns.
Obviously haunted. Look at it. That is a haunted...
And
I assume all paintings are haunted, though.
It should be. It's an oldie ship, Captain.
Well, then it was given back to them by Dr. Morocco, seemingly as a token of appreciation, but in fact, it's clearly got a secret camera in it.
Yes, this is where we learn that, yes, it was absolutely a nefarious trick for him to give that back to them.
Sadly, the camera isn't in, the eyes of the painting, so they follow you around like you're in an old Vincent Price movie.
That's what I would do.
Yeah,
I were trying to install cameras in a painting. No, it's just in the frame, which is boring. Not creepy at all.
And of course he is watching from his Shark Marine.
I love his Shark Marine so much. I'm glad it's returned to us.
And of course he can see via this candid camera that the rescue bots are indeed alive.
Yep, he's like, oh, they're talking and feeling machines.
Which it's been so long, I thought he knew that, but I was just confusing the episode where they went forward in time.
Yes, he knew it then. He doesn't know it now.
We get a lot of Johnny Reese's Dr. Morocco in this, and he's kind of making it a little less of a Tim Curry impression. It's kind of half Tim Curry, half drunk Vincent Price.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of Vincent Price or something else I couldn't place.
He's doing good
Maybe
with it,
a little
though.
Karloff.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's good.
He's doing good with it, though. I like it.
So, he's obviously got to do something about this. And no sooner does that happen than, everybody's gonna, send Heatwave off to the mainland, but there is a tornado coming, which is weird because that's not usually how tornadoes happen.
No,
Yes,
you
over
get
the
hurricanes like that, but you don't normally get just a tornado over the ocean. But before I nitpick that too much...
Could be a water spout.
I guess you would call this
there
a
is
water
a reason.
spout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yes, and so Heatwave has to get involved before the entire town enters the suck zone.
Yeah, I would say this isn't exactly tornado, but it is because there's a cow.
Oh, I mean, they are definitely making... I mean, the cow is definitely a Twister reference.
Yes. Maybe that's just how you establish that it's a tornado. Otherwise, it could be any kind of powerful weather event, but if it's got a cow, that's how you know it's a tornado.
Yeah.
Man, Twister was definitely a movie. I should rewatch that. I'm pretty sure I bought that on VHS from the thrift shop a couple months ago, so I should definitely watch that specifically on VHS on an old CRT. As God intended.
I appreciate how committed it is to the 90s movie formula, because there is, we follow a heroic team of ragtag storm chasers, but there's also an evil team of storm chasers that have evil corporate sponsorship and black vehicles.
Yeah, but the problem is they're led by Cary Elwes, and it's I can't hate him. He's acting like a scumbag in that movie, but...
My favorite thing about Twister, apart from the Tori Amos song on the soundtrack, which is a banger, is that a few months after it, there was actually a tornado in my neighborhood. It, like, went over my house and tore up, like, some fences and took off the top, like, the roof of a couple houses, like, 2 streets over. And you'd have the people going up to the local news people and saying, "Oh, it sounded just like in Twister." And I was like, no, it didn't. I was there.
When it was a lion?
It sounded like a really loud, persistent, like a rumble of thunder that doesn't stop when it's supposed to. So that just, like, people being like, it sounded just like... It did not. It didn't sound anything like that at all.
Sounded just like a pissed off lion in a wind tunnel, sure.
Yeah.
It just sounded like Carrie Elwes being killed by a tornado.
Yes. It just made me very annoyed to give people these unreasonable expectations of tornadoes that they then proceeded to, you know, report back to the media incorrectly. They probably weren't even there. They're probably commuting.
They're probably chupacabras.
Stupid Fairfax County, probably all chupacabras.
So, yeah, Heatwave, he's about to head off. He places... Chase is in charge, which seems reasonable. Because Blades is too weird and Boulder is too mellow.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But he does order Blades not to stay up late watching horror movies because he does not want to have to stay up late chasing the zombie hamsters.
Blades is a good boy.
So yeah, they've got to save the citizens from this tornado. They briefly enter the suck zone, but thankfully Doc Greene is here with the Tornado-Don't.
Also, earlier when Chief Burns calls Doc Brown, or I guess the vice versa, Doc calls him because he answers it, "What's up, Doc?" Doc Greene has to make a joke about the Wascally Wabbit.
Oh wow, that's the first time they've done that joke.
Yes! 2.5 seasons, and they finally do that joke. Also, as they're fighting this tornado, I just imagine, like, Optimus and Agent Fowler in a bunker, and, like, Agent Fowler is getting, like, aggressively checking his watch. But yes, the Tornado-Don't.
Which, good name.
Very upset.
It also looks like a giant pill.
Also, because I like to keep track of this as they're fighting the tornado. Actually, at the end of them fighting the tornado, Boulder is the one who does the buy my new toy, power up and energize.
Yes.
So, the Tornado-Don't. It made me very sad.
Well, it's a giant pill not to be taken orally by the tornado.
Well, all I can think of is...
good news!
Professor Farnsworth, good news! It's a suppository!
Yes.
And it does indeed work via Wave's hand science.
Yes. As many things do. As many things in this episode specifically do.
Yes. And also previously they mentioned that Heatwave is going to take Cody to school, one of the few times they mentioned him going to school.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's come up occasionally.
It has come up occasionally. We've never actually seen...
It's come up just enough for you to know that he's not just a dropout.
Yes.
Yeah, but the fact that we've, never seen an exterior of a school, I don't think we've ever seen him with a backpack or books, walking anywhere.
I think he's talked about school
He's talked
before,
about he was going to be in the school play.
Yeah. Just not frequently.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and of course this cow also survives this tornado, even though the sudden deactivation of the tornado should have reduced it to taco meat.
I really like that they have to make a point to let you know that the cow is okay.
Yes. So, Heatwave is finally heading out, and Cade is coming with him, and Heatwave doesn't do a whole lot to dissuade him from coming, because he does secretly like him.
Yes. Secretly.
But meanwhile, back on the island, it seems that that tornado was not natural at all and was the result of a weather machine.
Dun dun dun.
As if someone had dominated this weather.
Yes. So, we know that there was a previous weather machine, and it is still there. That was the one we saw in, I believe, Christmas in July. But there was one that was supposed to have been delivered to the island in 1966, and that was aboard that ship that was frozen in ice, and thus has now been recovered by Dr. Morocco.
Yeah, I think we saw it at the end of that episode.
I think we saw it was a machine. I don't know if we know what it was.
Well, I think we saw that that's what made the iceberg. I don't know that its full capabilities were revealed.
Yeah.
Just that it was capable of making an iceberg.
Mm-hmm. And it seems that what Morocco is trying to do, he is trying to pull a hurricane heist.
Yes.
Yes?
Or possibly a hard rain, or to a lesser extent, a deep rising.
Or a reindeer games?
Does that involve inclement weather?
It happens in snow. I don't know if that is predicated upon why they're doing shit, though. Or maybe I'm thinking of a different movie.
So yeah, his plan is that he will cause bad weather, this will cause an evacuation of the town, and thus he will be free to get into the firehouse and steal Cybertronian technology.
Yeah.
So
I think he just wants to steal the cars. The robots.
Right.
And then things develop differently.
He wants
and I like that you just select pictures on this weather machine like it's one of those kids' toys with the dial that you turn to a different animal and it makes the noise.
Yeah. Yes.
But it also made me think of the opening of Flash Gordon.
Huh?
But that he's got the disaster machine that he's Colitis, I'm bored, and there are buttons for earthquakes and volcanoes and whatever hot hail is.
Hot hail. That seems.
Movie, apparently. I don't remember that.
Everybody needs to
that sounds pretty self-explanatory.
Anyway, so this time he is creating a giant, and the animation is actually really cool here. He creates a giant storm.
Yes. With a giant glowing blue light that shoots up into the sky as if he's a Marvel movie villain.
I know, I thought I was watching Suicide Squad or something. I can't even remember what that beam was for. He was gonna create more of those lumpy guys?
Yes? Was it opening a portal to hell? I don't know.
Maybe not to hell, but for whatever dimension Cara Delevingne came from?
Yeah. And her brother, the ancient Aztec gods or some shit?
I can't remember.
That movie was weird.
All I know is I was sort of disappointed at no point was she referred to as the Switcheroo Witcheroo.
You have to watch it with Dutch subtitles, like at that BotCon, where we learned what Smearlop means.
Sounds nasty.
Which was something, it apparently just means bastard, but apparently that's what they had been calling our friend Hooper X on Alt Toys Transformers.
I mean, to be honest, he probably brought it on himself, but...
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Alright, so we're back at a military base. I assume this isn't like the main Unit E base from, that is somewhere in the US Southwest.
Yeah, I don't think they drove that far after getting off the boat. Also, I don't think the boat took them there.
No. Yeah, we're just gonna have to go, across the Continental Divide.
Yeah. We'll just a little bit of a road trip.
So yeah, this is, this is just in Bangor or something.
Yeah.
Oh, Bangor, that's a nice place.
Yay!
I've had pancakes there.
Ah.
Not in a long time, though.
Were they haunted pancakes?
Oh, you better be staying away from that Pancakes house there.
Well, it was like a snowmobile restaurant that was only open in the winter, I think.
Sometimes waffles are better.
Yeah. Well, they may prevent you from sinking into the ice in the lake next to it that the snowmobiles ride across.
The haunted lake?
Oh, sometimes those
probably.
Sometimes those snowmobiles, they come back. And sometimes they don't come back.
Well, if you've ever heard stories of people driving across the lake on snowmobiles, large chunks of ice in the winter can shift a lot. Big enough to lose a snowmobile in.
Ooh.
Yes. Anyway.
Yes.
Good pancakes.
Yeah, so
Optimus
Prime is there. Agent Fowler is not there. Presumably he has gone for coffee or something.
He got pissed at how long they had to wait and decided to go get coffee. Actually, it would be hilarious if this whole thing happened while he had stepped out for coffee and he just comes back and did not get to meet the additional Autobots. And
yes.
Kind of disappointed.
So this whole thing is he's going to train and get a third form.
Which I guess is a thing you can do.
Well, it's like how in the Bay movies they can just scan like a different vehicle and just then turn into that vehicle.
Yeah, well, the Bay movies had some things.
It's not being a conventional triple changer though.
Apparently.
No.
But this is going to...
I mean, I assume it's also not like being a conventional triple changer in the sense of the live-action movie characters who are triple changers but don't get a toy that turns into both modes. There's a drift that turns into a helicopter, and then there's a drift that turns into a car.
Yep. I will say this is like a toy tie-in thing, and it's going to become a whole thing on this show.
Ooh.
It's going to get really ridiculous next season.
Oh.
You mean when the dinosaurs get involved?
Yes, when there are dinosaurs.
I only really know of the dinosaurs from seeing the toys.
Yes.
I only know of one clip where the chief is complaining about there's a dinosaur on the loose again, which is the only spoiler of future seasons I think I've seen.
And Cade greets Prime with what's shaken bacon.
Yes.
Heatwave's very apologetic, but then Prime is nothing much, double Dutch.
I too have learned from humans.
I like that they gave Cullen a couple of jokes in here and not just make him a stoic speech machine.
Yes.
Yeah, which is nice compared to Prime, where Prime refuses to have fun out loud.
Yes.
Want to have fun, Prime? No. Oh, there has to be party.
The things that everyone remembers from him from Generation 1, aside from him, dying, are him playing basketball or misusing human expressions.
Yeah.
Or that time there was a clone of him and he had to have a race with it. But anyway, so yeah,
he was a lot funnier on. He was. I mean, not funny in G1, but he had a sense of humor.
Am I drooling properly, Spike?
Yes. He was, I mean, not like dad jokes, because dad jokes are a whole different thing, but yeah. It's a little more like that.
Hmm. So yeah, Cade is very excited because he's going to get something, it's going to be a cool car or something. But Prime is all, sometimes the vehicle mode chooses you.
Cade really wants him to be a cool car that will impress Haley.
Yes. So we're back on the island, and, this enormous storm is coming, and they figure that he has souped up his weather machine, and not even a good soup, like chicken noodle.
Yes. Doc Greene gets some really good jokes in this episode. He gets some really good lines.
I'm just in a soup kind of mood. Fall has started. I made some corn chowder today.
Oh man,
that's actually a good idea for a snack later. I got a chicken noodle in my throat's
got
been a
a
little
pumpkin
cranky.
spice latte. Named a foster cat Pumpkin Spice. listened to Hozier on vinyl and wore a big fuzzy sweater.
I can tell you, I come from a country where no one would voluntarily call themselves a Hozier.
That's fair. He's Irish, so
Take
it's
off.
a little different over there.
That's all I can say.
Yeah, how heavy of an insult is Hoser anyway? I only know it from Strange Brew.
No, I mean, not really. It's a little archaic now that all the Americans know it. We don't use it as much.
Oh, now that the Americans know it.
Exactly. We have our own.
I just remember as a child calling someone that, and they're like, "What the fuck did you call me?" It's like, I don't know. I got it from a movie. They took great offense, so I assumed it was effective.
So this storm starts to hit hard, and they're just going to have to evacuate everybody to those caverns, as seen in the previous episode Countdown. This is getting very continuity heavy.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I love some continuity.
So, we're heading, we're heading out, rescuing people from falling trees, lightning. The shark marine now nears the island. It is a ducky day to visit Griffin Rock.
I do appreciate that that they made him not just like a nerdy steampunk guy, but actually like extremely old.
Yes.
I do appreciate that. Because then it's less of an asshole thing if he's not just affecting it.
Yes. And meanwhile, back on the mainland, Heatwave is the last dragon, and he possesses the power of the glow.
Yes.
And Prime's all, no, it's totally fine. This is totally normal for Transformers. We just glow
Totally
sometimes.
normal for us at this age. Yeah, we just glow sometimes. It's fine.
Uh-huh. So, he wakes up and you're done. You can, scan your vehicle whenever. So just, head back. Maybe you'll see something cool on the way.
Yeah. Maybe you'll see something you like going down the highway of the sea.
So it's, Morocco is, he's just strolling around the island, gets into the unlocked firehouse, quickly finds out that the rescue bots are not only sentient, they are aliens.
Dun,
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 dun.
dun. He plugs in one of their, data files, which are big, chunky, cartridge data storage, which is kind of
state-of-the-art 8-track equipment.
Because I feel like everything always, tries to use optical discs. And so I like that it's a big chunky cartridge.
It's a Recordicon. You just gotta chunk it in.
Chunk it.
Yeah, if you
And he
press
finds out they're from the Quintessa Quadrant.
Well, I guess they were going to the Quintessa Quadrant.
Whatever. Which, that probably wouldn't have gone well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't want to go there. It's bad. It's bad there. It's real bad.
I mean, that would be a pretty great Rescue Bots episode. If they just had the Quintessons.
I mean, Chase would probably have fun there.
He would find that he had actually violated no rules his entire life, and they had to let him go.
Yeah. Well, yeah, somehow he would get a hand of their actual law codes and use it against them.
Yes. Oh man. This would be a good story. I like this story.
They have to feed themselves to the Quintessons, or to the Sharktacons. He would probably also
feed the Sharktacons delicious treats.
He would probably also be the only one who knows the universal greeting.
Yes.
Yeah, him or Boulder.
Although I guess you would assume everybody would know the universal greeting because it is the universal greeting.
Yeah, it's
Although,
in the name.
In the movie, Hot Rod clearly does not know it and thinks the cup has clearly just gone senile.
I mean...
Well, it seems like it's archaic by the year 2005.
So yeah, everybody has evacuated. We're now planning, the rescue team is now going to take their boat out and they're going to smash this weather machine. Unfortunately, Morocco has overheard this and sends out a fire-nado.
Fire-nado over water.
Yes, it is now a firestorm, which means we are going to need to call in NFL star Howie Long.
No.
It's the 1998 firefighting movie Firestorm, starring Howie Long and character actor Scott Glenn.
Yeah, somehow he was in multiple movies, which is shocking.
Just that he was in some movies.
Yeah,
Well, star in multiple movies.
I think he's only really the star of one movie.
Wasn't there another one, or am I thinking of another football player?
Well, I mean, he's in Broken Arrow, but he's like the henchman.
Yeah, but I thought there was...
I think Firestorm was like a one and done for him as the star of, although he's also in 3,000 Miles to Graceland.
Oh.
The crime comedy about Elvis impersonators starring Kurt Russell and Kevin Costner. It's real bad. I've seen it. I believe it swept the Razzies.
Ooh.
Anyway, so they are trying their best to fight this fire. It is not going so well, and then Cade and Heatwave are on this very slow moving ferry, and the captain cannot make her go any faster,
as he says himself.
But hey, it turns out they are floating over a boneyard of sunken ships, and one of them just happens to be a practically brand new fireboat.
Yeah, and it's like a speedboat. Are these a real thing? Is this real?
A fireboat is a real thing.
Okay,
yes.
Are they usually this speedy looking? Because I was getting a very fire department Lamborghini vibe from this.
Yeah, I mean, usually they look like tugboats with a bunch of hoses on them.
Yeah, a little frigate thing. Yeah, this is some kind of speedboat from the 80s.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure Crockett and Tubbs should be chasing this thing down.
This is, yeah. Cade wanted him to turn into something fast. It's just, a fast boat.
Oh, I was thinking of Brian Bosworth.
Oh, yes. The Boz.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Anyway, we have Boat Wave versus Fire NATO.
Although, not before this ferry captain says, something's not right about those Burns kids.
Also, having not looked a lot at the toy line, apart from seeing that at some point everybody turns into dinosaurs, I was really wanting him to scan the shark sub.
Yeah. It's a neat design. It is very toyetic.
Didn't they make a toy of it that came with?
They did make a toy.
Yeah.
Yes.
A sub, was it? Was it the shark one?
They definitely made the shark marine.
Stupid expensive now, too.
Well,
I can't remember if it's the first one or the second one, but he's definitely... they've definitely made a toy of it.
I was really hoping that we would, that he would turn into the shark sub, because I love that sub.
Yes, it looks like they made the second one, so the one that we're seeing now.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Good.
The purpler one.
More purple.
So yeah, he makes short work of this fire, and then heads out to this weather machine and just slams into it, destroying it. So we're back at the fire station. Everybody's talking about how cool his boat is, and Blades is very excited about this because he's thinking, one day I will no longer have to fly.
Yeah. He's hoping maybe someday he can be something that does not fly.
Mm-hmm. And meanwhile, the chief has found the framing shop that he sent this portrait to has found a camera in it, and also a bunch of their stuff has been taken. And it's pretty easy to figure out who, given that the guy who stole it branded all of his evil equipment.
Yeah, maybe don't do that. Maybe if you're going to leave bugs places, you don't want to have a logo and put your logo on it. That's maybe not the best idea. And
so we now cut to Dr. Morocco, and he's He was talking about selling this stuff to Madeline Pinch.
Man, we got some elementary school mech going on here.
That's right.
It's getting
So
serious.
that is the episode. This was weirdly continuity heavy.
Yeah, and like I said, Doc Greene got all these great lines, and he had a device called the Tornado.
Yes.
I can't deal with that. I'm still recovering from that. Tornado. You can't just do that.
But, this one was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Had some really good dialogue bits and some very hand-wavy Cybertronian biology stuff, and a vehicle of questionable possibility. Like I said, very Red Alert vibes there. It's the least believable moment of the G1 cartoon when Ironhide was looking for Red Alert and found some other guy's fire department Lamborghini.
Well, I guess he must have scanned somebody's real vehicle. They just found that one guy.
I guess. So yeah, it was a good episode. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They always are.
Good to see Morocco again. I miss
yes.
Tim Curry, but...
Oh, yes.
I think his voice is settling in. It didn't sound like he was trying to just be someone else. It just sounded like that was, the character voice.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's good.
Yeah.
Alright, so I believe that now brings us to David's Tokusatsu Corner.
Toku.
First, a Hoser update.
Hosier?
The origins of it are nebulous and blurry and may have been bullshit. The first recorded use of it is by Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas in SCTV.
What?
Like, they may not have come up with it, but they're like the first noted example anywhere. There's like no real written documentation of it being used before that.
Wow.
Officially.
Wow.
I've heard it from older Canadian men I know, but I guess I don't know if they know it from SCTV.
Well, they could know it from SCTV, or it could have just been a word that's like really oddly regional that they picked up. But like nobody had ever written it down in a novel or anything before.
Mm-hmm.
It just...
That's wild.
Sprang fully formed from SCTV.
Well, now it's a singer who sings songs about decomposing in the woods. And how scary the sounds foxes make are. Scary, man.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, this week on Gosei Sentai, Die Ranger, the heart-throbbing pretty girl.
This sounds problematic.
Yes. Guess who the heart-throbbing pretty girl is?
Is it the Pink Ranger?
No, if only.
Is it a child?
Yes.
No.
Admittedly, it is the new White Ranger, Ko, having a crush on a new girl in class. Mm-hmm. It's just...
Well, I guess that's something.
It's okay, but it's weird. It's weird to use that title. It's like a doki, whatever crush word, I forget the word. Anyway, it starts out with the evil brat and his evil dad having an evil meeting by moonlight about, like, no, we can't destroy the White Ranger, I want to capture him, or whatever. It's like, whatever. Anyway, the kid, what is his evil kid's name? Akko Maru is trying to chase down Ko to reveal his secret identity, but he's trying to keep his identity secret even from the bad guys because he's keeping it from the Rangers, but the Rangers show up and he doesn't have to reveal his identity and kick some monster butt with the neck and the ring lady that are still monsters that are still around. Ko goes on a date with the new transfer student girl to an amusement park, which is like, he's like 10 or something. Did people go on dates when they were 10? Maybe 12. Like, he's
not
very young.
Not here. Not in the U.S.
I guess it's kind of a play date, sorta, but like, he clearly has a crush on her. Oh, and it turns out, that girl, like, she's getting slapped around by her mom, who doesn't quite love her. She's a distant office lady mom who leaves home. She's a single mom, leaving her daughter alone. Is like, what the fuck is with these heavy shit dudes? This is a show for little kids about beating up monsters.
No.
Then we have child abuse and divorce. Anyway, the necklace lady shows up by stretching her neck to grab the little girl as if she's Mecha Neck, and it's... but anyway, it does boil down to there's a staff fight between Tenma Ranger and Lady Ring. Tenma's the blue one, I think. Yeah, they have a fight. Oh, the necklace. Oh no, it's the Ring Lady. Who said after the fight sort of is at a draw. It's like she starts to walk away. We'll finish this fight later. Psych! She turns around and attacks.
As you do.
The Tenma Ranger complains, "You're cheating," and shoots her with his gun.
Yikes.
Like, that's kind of cheating. She was just using the staff. After, you're more cheating.
Now it's time for guns.
Anyway, it kind of breaks up there. No resolution, but new character. It's like a multi-episode arc now with a new character. The little girl introduced and her shitty mom. No robot fight.
What?
Yeah, I know.
What?
What?
Again, I like that when the show breaks format.
I guess.
I don't like child abuse in the episode, but...
But I only tuned in for the Red Dragon Thunder Zord. Where's my Red Dragon Thunder Zord?
They'll use the stock footage in the Power Rangers retelling of the episode.
I guess.
Actually, then again, this may be an episode they just kind of skipped.
I would think that probably any episode that doesn't have a robot fight, they probably skipped.
Unless they could splice in a fight from another episode.
Yes.
But the thing is, they don't use the Ranger footage except for White Ranger stuff. And did he even transform this episode? I forget. No, they might have this may not have anything to do with any Transformers, Power Rangers episode.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
Or if it was very minor monster footage. Anyway, yeah, that's it. It's okay episode. Next thing, no robot, sorry.
That's sad. I disapprove. Should always be robots. Like, seriously, I would just tune in for the last 10 minutes because it had a nice, reliable robot fight schedule. Yeah, that's usually when I would bother to watch it. Like, I think I watched, like, the first few episodes normally. I was like, this is kind of dumb. I kind of hate Bulk and Skull, and yet now looking back, Bulk and Skull are the best part of the show. In the early seasons. Great music for them. But yeah, just tune in at the end before something else comes on. It's like, hey, robot fight. Yay. Look, I was a very serious 14-year-old and I only cared about very serious entertainment like Exo Squad. I just wanted to see what the monster of the week looked like. Why is there a Frankenstein? The fuck? If they have to spend the entire episode of the new footage explaining some nuance of Japanese culture in order to fit the monster into the episode. Yes, as with the pachinko machine. Yeah. I saw that when it originally aired, and it has stuck with me this long. Because it's one of the few instances where they go a long way to explain why the fuck the monster looks like that. And yes. It was like, it's just a monster, whatever, guys. They actually have their... Most of the time you don't explain it, sometimes when you should explain it, they don't. Yes. Just like, whatever. Like, well, this monster is based on shogi tiles. What are those? You know, shogi tiles. They're a thing. It's basically just chess. But not. Anyway, next week,
well, next week there will be a slight disruption in programming because if you're following along on the Transformers Wiki, you will think that we have skipped an episode. This is not true. We are going via the airing order for this, just so, much like the Hub, we can cover the subsequent episode, The Riders of Midwinter, as a Christmas episode. Yes. Yes. Seasonal. We can actually be seasonal, like on schedule. Yeah, that's right. That'd be great. So our next episode, if it is not a Gridman, I'm not sure where we are there, will be...
No,
Baby dun dun, baby dun
Gridman
dun.
episode would come out like the first of the month or second, so I decided to push it to the first full week. So,
Okay.
and also because we had a break week, so we're doing like 3 regular episodes.
I upload what I'm told.
You upload what I finish editing.
I'll upload what I'm given.
So our next episode will be Movers and Shakers. So watch along as need be.
Yes.
So until then, of course, you can find us all over the internet. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, and we have a Patreon.
Yes, we have a Patreon set up to help with hosting and other expenses at patreon.com/IaconUnderground. For September, because I was very, very excited about the HasLab Victory Saber project, and because September is my birthday, so I got full rank. We are watching the episode of Transformers Victory in which Victory Saber is first combined. We watched the Omni dub. I have now added that episode to YouTube. So I set up a YouTube channel pretty much to put up stuff like this that's just random things that aren't out there, but which people can't necessarily be expected to have copies of. Functionally, it really just exists to let Hasbro put Nerf ads up there, because the way they've decided to handle copyright claims with stuff like that, and with the full series of Inhumanoids that I just posted last month, they put a copyright claim on it that lets you post it, but they get to run ads. But instead of, running someone else's ad and then getting the money, they seem to just do it by running their own ads. So you'll get some,
which is kind of weird, but it's cool. Synergy. It's fine.
A little annoying, because if they want that stuff, they could be paying me to archive this, but that's okay. Especially the effort and money that I put into those Inhumanoids rips, because I had to pay $40 for a bootleg of a 15-year-old UK release, and then rip them all, and then upload them, and that was a not insignificant amount of time and energy and money, but it's fair. It is what it is.
Yes, but I would rather watch Nerf ads or other Hasbro-themed ads than random YouTube video ads, which are garbage most of the time.
Yes.
So you're saying that it's Nerf or nothing?
Yes. So yes, if you go to our YouTube channel, just look up Iacon Underground, and you too can watch lots of people saying, "Oh no, watch out," really unconvincingly, and see just what a thrill ride the Victory cartoon was. It was a slog. Victory is a slog. It was fun to watch the one episode. I like how, Victory, Star Saber and Victory Leo it was dangerous for them to combine for reasons that they did not feel a need to actually go into properly. But yeah, so for as little as $1 a month, you can join us in watching that, and lots of other fun stuff that we've done. That is at patreon.com/IaconUnderground. And next month being October for Halloween, that's gonna be Rob's choice. I have opted out of, dunking Rob directly into 2.5 hours of the last Evangelion Rebuild movie, so that I don't have to explain what the moon is doing there.
Also, considering it's 2.5 hours, it might take 4 hours to explain it, so...
I don't know what the moon is doing there.
Yeah.
The answer is Gendo.
Are we on Spotify and Apple Podcast and stuff?
We are.
I believe we are.
Where people could give us reviews.
We are definitely.
Yes, please rate and review.
On Apple Podcasts, which was a project that I undertook earlier this year when I actually purchased some Apple products. When I decided that coming on here to record every week or two and having just reinstalled some new version of Linux and maybe having remembered to reinstall Audacity and Dropbox and everything else was maybe not the best way to live my life. And I got a MacBook, which is Unix based, so a lot of the stuff is kind of the same, but also it always works.
It's Unix. I know this.
Yes,
no, I don't know this.
That was actually when I realized the degree to which it was Unix based. I immediately thought of, I posted that GIF to our friends who indoctrinated me into the cult of Mac.
Yeah, so we're on Apple Podcast. Are we on Stitcher, Spotify, or whatever?
We should be on Spotify. If anybody's having trouble with it on Spotify, I will have to double check. I no longer have a paid Spotify
every once in a while one of
subscription.
them, someone tweets about something ain't working somewhere.
Yeah,
I am archaic about I download MP3s of all my podcasts. I don't like any other. So I have an RSS feed. That's it. I don't use any other weird shit.
I was using a separate podcast app, but now that I have an iPhone, I'm just using Apple Podcasts, and I had to go through a lot of fuss, updating URLs in old posts, to get it posted properly to Apple Podcasts. But that is something that works now. We should be working fine on Spotify. Nothing I did should have thrown a wrench in that, but I should definitely check that. All of the other ones just tend to pull directly from your RSS feeds. Our RSS feed, basically the stuff I did to make it work in Apple Podcasts should fix any problem anyone else was having.
Hopefully our RSS feed is really easy to find, because I was trying to find a podcast this week and it was a pain in the ass trying to find where the hell the RSS feed was for. God damn it, Patton Oswalt.
There should be a direct link to it on the website. I guess that's something else I should review when the kittens let me use my laptop. Which is occasionally. Leave us reviews. I guess that's a thing that people do that matters. I can tell from hearing other podcasts in between their ads for Talkspace and mattresses.
And food delivery.
Yes, and food delivery.
And underwear and...
Oh my god, Tommy John. Many Tommy John ads.
There's micro dosing or something.
Rob.
Yes.
Have you also heard the ads for shaving your balls?
Yes, I have.
I have not heard those.
I swear those are a joke. I do not know how they're real.
Did they actually
Sorry, listeners, for hearing about that.
Did they actually make the podcast hosts talk about shaving balls?
Yeah!
Yes.
It sounds amazing, and I feel very sorry. Yeah, they haven't made Jon Favreau and John Lovett talk about shaving their balls yet, which is probably for the best. Occasionally in the Athletic Greens ads, John Lovett talks about getting enough D. So, because of vitamin D.
If people do want to give us money for these, I will talk about shaving balls.
I will talk about shaving other people's balls. I, again, do have foster cats. I currently have 3 males who are all lined up to be neutered as soon as the local clinics get things back opened up again. So I'm definitely having more fuzzy, just very hairy balls than usual in my life. My immediate foster fail, Edgar, I feel has particularly sizable little fuzzy nuggets, and I'm appreciating them while he has them. Because those are not long for this world.
Spay and neuter your pets, people. And now let's play Plinketto.
Spay and neuter
finally get out of this episode.
Spay and neuter your pets so that my pantry does not have 2 week old kittens with a mama cat in it.
Aww.
They're so cute though. Oh my god.
Oh. I'm reminded. Also every Friday on our Discord I stream Tokusatsu, Toei, Spider-Man, and some other Sentai stuff for laughs.
Yes, I need to remember to retweet that on the Twitters when that comes up, because Twitter is the only social media that I acknowledge.
Pretty much, yeah. Do we still use the Facebook, Rob, or do you still use it?
Not so much.
Okay.
Not so much. I should try to give that another shot, though.
Yeah,
Same.
every once in a while I'll just do something.
I kind of tried to withdraw from Facebook due to its general evilness.
Yeah,
I pretty much only
Discord.
use use Facebook for keeping up with the local cat rescue stuff, because that's a good way to get attention for your foster cats.
If somebody links Facebook and Discord, that's basically the only time I go there.
I occasionally check the town community Facebook groups, which pretty much consist entirely of people complaining about the school food and lost dogs and found dogs, people letting their dogs run around off leashes, asking for contractor recommendations, which I will tell you now, all the contractors around here are Nazis, so good luck with that.
What? Okay.
I mean, as far as people doing, house repairs and stuff. That's the thing. Like, all those people going to the insurrection who were small business owners, they all just have, plumbing businesses and stuff,
man.
and they're all in areas like this.
I'm used to them in Jersey, having mob ties.
No, around here, they just all have clan ties. Anyway, we should start doing a live show.
We should finish this episode.
That's the next podcast thing we should do.
Yeah, so until next week, I'm Rob.
I'm Jen, and I have started re-listening to Welcome to Night Vale, so I am very spooky lately.
And I'm David. I stopped listening to Night Vale long, long ago. When they hit the 100th episode, it kind of lost me.